what is going on, you guys? My name is Sub-Zero Exabyte, and today we are going to be doing something really good today. I mean something really good and something really new. Now with that said, I am just going to be building a cool new house. And we have been building some new houses for a while now, so that gets pretty complacent pretty fast. But right now we are building something new and modern. So please take notes with everything that I'm going to be doing today. So just make sure that whatever I am doing right now will be something that you can learn a thing or two from, and then we can go on and go out and about so that we can actually finish this thing today. Wait a second, how about we go for a little bit of exploring right here? That should be kind of cool, right? I mean, it is kind of a cool thing to do, to just roam around this vast world of Minecraft. So I guess that it is going to be rather coolio for us right here. Maybe we can see some things that we have never seen before. Or we just get assaulted by a creeper and the video is done. Let's not hope for that. This might become a little annoying though, because it will be taking a lot of work to get finished. Now of course we all know that sometimes we get annoyed in this game, right? I mean, we all have our differences, and usually they are only short lasting and they never really get that much out of hand, right? Well, today is the day that I snapped. I am just done with it right now. Again and again I keep having these people finding out where I live, and it is just driving me nuts. So right now I am just in an offline map, and it is all going to be good in the hood. At least that is what I am hoping right now, so that we do not end up getting our butts kicked by a noob or something like that again. Now I have already tried training them in order to make them respect me and know a thing or two about the game. Now that did not work at all, because that literally just blew up in my face. Then I have gone the complete other way around, and I just started planting traps everywhere, which is not in my best interest today, because I feel like that is just a little too much violence right now, and we don't need that. But of course up until right now everything that I have tried in my realms just did not work at all for me. And all of the things again just ended up blowing up in my face, taking my house with them. Then I gave the training another shot, which did not work at all. And then after that everything got pretty calm again. But then people started stealing out of my chest, and that is when I went into full defense mode again, and I started hiding the chests that I own just so that people cannot get to them. I mean, a lot of stupid stuff has happened throughout the last couple of weeks, but you know, I guess that this is just my life right now. Even though I must confess that the things that we have been doing the last week are pretty okay. I mean, there were no sightings of random people who tried to mess with me or anything like that, so that is something that I really do appreciate right now. But look at that thing right there. That must be some cave. Maybe we have found a new world or something like that. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. Maybe there is someone living here. Wait a second, that would not be good. Now that does not mean that everything is over and said and done and all of that, because it is not. I can feel that a war is coming. I am just not sure about the timing of said war. It might be coming soon, but it might not. Right now I cannot give a clear answer on that. But what is necessary for me and my morale right now is that we get this guy who is living here, because there must be someone living here, right? I mean, the nature does not just make candles and lights them. At least that is what I think. Or maybe someone has installed some really weird mod that does stuff like that. But I am guessing that this is not what is going on right now. I mean, just look at how good we are doing with the house right now. So I will just get back there before this was all just a setup to get into my house. Which again is not something that I'm hoping for right now, because that would pretty much ruin my day. But alright, what can you do about it, right? But once we are done with this house, I will have a new and cool little house for myself to live in. That is like the best idea that I have ever come up with right now. But first things first, I am already proud of the fact that I was able to get the idea from myself to start building a new house inside of an offline map instead of in a realm where people can join in and stuff. That was kind of a problem for me, I must confess. So that was a pretty awesome thing, to be honest. But I was able to apply that same idea that I used on the chest problem, and I am going to be putting it to work with the housing problem that I have got right now. But I am just hoping that once I am done with all of this right here, that I can just live here in peace again. But something is telling me that this will not work out the way that I wanted it to. It is just something that I feel coming up. I mean, that does not mean that this is a bad thing. I mean, I would rather have things go wrong while I am in the beginning stages of building this, so that I do not lose too much time on building something that is bad, because time is really valuable to me actually right now. But like I said, if things go wrong right now, I can still fix it without losing too much time over it, you know, because otherwise otherwise I would have to start all over again when I am almost done. But that is not something that I want to do right now, so I am just praying to the gods that this will all work out in one go this time. So let's hope so. This is going to be hard, but it is just something that I will have to cope with until everything right here has all been sorted out. And I can tell you that when the day comes, I am going to be celebrating so hard that it actually is pretty insane to myself. I mean, I am going to be excited like crazy once I am all done with this thing, because I just think that after all this time that I just deserve a little break from everything right now. I mean, we have been through a lot the last couple of months. As you may remember, the fact that Christmas ended was just a really big setback for me, because I just love working under the spell of spring, because everything just seems so much better than when the winter cold arrives, you know. So to not have that cold anymore is just not a big blow for me personally. But I had to get through that, and I did get through that quite successfully. But that was the point where all of the noobs came tagging along and starting invading all of my personal space. And I know that all of this sounds really familiar and stuff, and to be honest, the last couple of months I have just been a broken record running over and over and over again. So I am just going to be hoping that this new approach to my house actually works. Otherwise, like I just said, I am going to be real cool man. Okay, maybe not a cool man because it is not like the houses are that cool, but I am just going to be making sure that once I get this done that I'm going to go right back to bed for like a week, because right now I actually am kind of a dead man when it comes to this. I mean, there is no such thing as getting too much sleep for me right now, because right now it just feels like I am not even doing anything anymore, which I really do not like. Because like I said, I really value my time right now. All day long I am just roaming around my house and stuff without a thought, and I am just so tired that I have got no idea what to go do. But then when I think that I might be able to go to bed, and the second that my head hits my pillowcase, there is another person at my door and I have got to get up again to be able to defend the fort. I mean, there is not worse feeling than this. But all of that will soon come to an end, because I actually feel confident about this right now. But however I might be feeling about this new fortress of mine that I am building, it will still take a lot of time before I am actually done with this thing, because there is just so much work to do right now. Maybe I should hire some people to come and work for me and build this thing for me. Oh wait, never mind, I am cool right now, and that is not what I should do, because I am in an offline map where no one can actually get to me. So that is pretty much the best thing that has ever happened to me as of right now. I just feel so calm knowing that no one can come ruin my day, because I am trying to keep the people out of my Minecraft realm. And of course, if they were to be the ones who build this thing, then they would be finding out where I would live, or I should pack it up and move it somewhere else. But I will not go and do that, because that looks like just a little bit too much of a hassle, which is not what I am looking for right now, because if I have got to work even more on this thing I will probably end up losing my mind over it, which is not what I am looking for right now. So I am just going to go ahead and get this all over with so that I can actually get some stuff done, instead of trying to be a builder and a talker at the same time, because my words will not feed my mouth right now. Or ever actually. But then again, why not, right? I mean, my words are actually filling my mouth, but that just sounds weird, so I am just going to cut it off right there and start talking about something else like nothing ever happened right here. My god, I can be so awkward at times for some reason. At least you guys still like me, right? Please say you do. So next thing that is up on my little short list of things that you should be applying to your house when you really want this to have a cozy feel to it. And it might sound a little weird, I might get that, but just hear me out, alright? So first thing first will be windows. A lot of nice houses are filled with windows because it just looks really open, and I really like that as well. Plus it is going to give you some sunlight that will shine right into your house, which of course is cool as well. I mean, who would not want it, right? But second of all is the color. Green is always going to be your go-to color when it comes to building a Sub-Zero house. And try woolen colored wool when you want to add some color or a floor or something like that, should be cool. I am just thinking out loud right now, so just bear with me so that we can actually get done with some stuff right here, because otherwise we are still going to be building on this thing for the better part of a year or something like that. And by the way, Yes, you can never go wrong when adding some green to your casa, but to be honest, that is just an educated guess on my end of the spectrum. But let's continue with what I was saying a minute ago, and I was talking about building a new cool house, because this is something that I think is really awesome, because this new house is by far my favorite one out of all of the styles that you have got around here today, which is not that good now that I start thinking about it. It is actually smart that I think about this kind of stuff right now before I start doing them in the first place. But still, that would be pretty cool. At least that is what I think. I mean, no one is going to expect a thing right now, and that is exactly what I want with this right here. So no one will ever be able to go and start stealing some of my ideas again, which is good, so that I do not have go out and make more stuff over and over and over and over again, like I always have to do. So alright, if I may say so myself, I think that the House of Sub, aka the Sub House, is coming along pretty nicely. Wait a second, why is this block walking around? Can someone explain this? I am really not okay with this right now. Okay, I mean not okay, but you get what I am saying, okay? Well, all of that was because of this one thing, the fact that there were people snooping around my house and I had no idea what to do about it. But I decided that I had to try at least something, right? I mean, I was not going to live inside of that house for the rest of my life, to just live in fear and all of that stuff while I could not even get out of there. That would just be horrible, to be honest. I mean, I could just live in that house for the rest of my life and sit it out, but that is not something that I want to do right now. So I am just praying to the gods that this will actually just stop right now. I mean, the second that I'm done dealing with these noobs. Now all of a sudden all my blocks are coming to life. Like, what is that all about? I mean, this is not something that I'm comfortable with at all, but this must work in one go and that I can finally have a good night of sleep again, because I will still have to get out of here and maybe then I am done with all of this. I mean, I literally do not have a clue about what is going on. I literally still cannot do anything about this right now and it is driving me crazy, to be honest. I mean, I cannot even sleep well anymore, because the last time that I did not have an interrupted sleep is like months ago. I mean, since these guys found out that they could just storm into my house, they just literally started taking full advantage of it and I hate it. I mean, how annoying is it when you get woken up every day at like 3 o'clock in the morning just because some random freaking block is bashing at your door? That really is not something that I want to be living with for the rest of my life, because that chisel is just scary and it is not something that I am okay with at all. I can honestly tell you that this is not a very fun and exciting thing to be doing, but I guess that I will just have to go through with this right now, because otherwise I will definitely never have another good night of sleep. Let's just hope that this is just a little fluke or something. I really thought a second ago that things were really getting better, but I guess that this is not the case right now. I mean, come on, it just feels like every day is getting worse right now. I mean, I already do not get enough sleep, and you should be getting enough sleep in order for your brains to be working properly. And right now I'm thinking of a way to get all of this over with, and I am on just a couple of hours of sleep, and that is just not something that will work for me right now. So I had to do something about it, but none of that explains why I am here in all of this darkness right now and why all of this is so scary as it is. I mean, I cannot even explain any of that, to be honest. Even all of that is just beyond me right now, so I am not sure what I am going to do, because I literally do not know what I should be able to do. But I know that I will have to come up with something soon, otherwise I am probably just going to be a dead man. At least that is not what I am hoping, but I am just going for the worst right now. Maybe I should see the best in this right now, but this is all just a blur right now, even though that might be really hard at this point in time. At least it felt like it were seconds later, but it could have been more, to be honest. I mean, I was down and out, so I really could not have been able to track time while I was in and out of consciousness. I am so sorry, you guys, okay? But when I woke up I heard this in my head. It was the exact same block, his voice, and I could hear it inside of my head. I mean, I thought that it was coming from the room that I was in, but then I put my hands over my ears and I could still hear it. So I think that they have done something really sketchy with my brain or something. I mean, I am not sure of anything right now, so you know that is kind of weird for me, to be honest. So here is what this line in my head was saying, and it kept repeating this over and over and over again. But I am just going to be making the best out of this right now, I guess. I mean, let's get all of the blocks in here, man, and create this blocks army who will follow me around wherever I go. What can we do with them? Let's see if they will follow me. Yes, It works. Now I want to find out how loyal they are. Let's go outside and walk around. The blocks will follow me and do whatever I tell them to do. I am going to plan a lot of things. Let's find out what they are capable of. Let's find out what they are capable of. What should we go doing? Maybe we can go outside and explore with them. Don't attack them guys, just follow me. What did I told you? They even follow me outside. Hurry up and don't lose me. Mind the gap and follow me down this path. There is nothing to be scared of. Can they jump? Yes. It looks like they can jump. Oh no, there is a lake up ahead. Can the blocks swim? Let's find out. Of course they can. The blocks do everything I tell them to do and they will always follow me around wherever I go. We will keep swimming. This might be the most exciting thing of my life. But maybe this video will be continued soon. Maybe it will not. Who knows? Anywho, I will be seeing you in the next one.